One thing I did not anticipate when I ran for office was my responsibility in times of emergency. And it's hard to believe that in 2 short years, we have faced 3 major emergencies. The hepatitis A emergency in February of 2008, the crash of Flight 3407 in February of 2009, and the 100-year flood in Gowanda in the fall of 2009. Our community's response to the crash of Continental Flight 3407 reminded me of why I am so proud to call Erie County and Western New York home. Over the course of that long and stressful week, hundreds of county employees worked tirelessly on behalf of the victims' family members. In fact, we recognized all of those workers, 380, as the team of the year last year. I want to especially commend our employees from Emergency Services, Public Works, and the Medical Examiner's Office for their efforts. Our community was presented with a difficult task of responding to an incident no one could ever anticipate. From the immediate moments following the crash and in the days that followed, Erie County's professionals relied on their training, they worked diligently, and acted with compassion. The tragedy played out on a world stage and demonstrated that Erie County is prepared to deal with any emergency that comes our way. We are also standing up for the taxpayers by tackling the needs of our aging infrastructure. Erie County has over 1,200 lane miles of county road, the most of any county in New York State. And despite the best efforts of our highway crews, there is always work to be done and not enough money to do it. We did meet the challenge presented by the collapse of Tonawanda Creek Road in Clarence. And after nearly 5 years, we reopened the road to traffic this past June. I think Ray Walter lives on Tonawanda Creek Road. Tonawanda Creek Road collapsed in 2004 after a series of heavy storms that were later declared a disaster by the federal government, which made the project eligible for FEMA dollars. The project was extremely complicated and time-consuming, but our Public Works Department kept nearby residents appraised of every step along the way and pushed forward despite numerous setbacks. While the circumstances surrounding the reconstruction of Tonawanda Creek Road were unique, it's actually symbolic of a larger problem. Erie County must prioritize the repair and the reconstruction of our community's roads and bridges by investing county dollars and thereby leveraging state and federal resources. We're also standing up for taxpayers by investing in the county parklands, beautiful areas that have unfortunately experienced much of the same neglect as the roadways. Chestnut Ridge is the largest park in all of Erie County, and it has been a wintertime destination for generations of families because of its storied toboggan runs. Sadly, they fell into disrepair and they were closed 5 years ago. That all changed this winter when we made a targeted investment to reconstruct the toboggan runs and we reopened them to the public, making them available for a whole new generation. Our Parks Department also reopened Went and Bennett Beaches this past summer after years of complete or partial closure. And tomorrow, we will reopen the Sugar Shack in Sardinia after several years of neglect and closure. Our new maple syrup production is actually going to make money for the taxpayers of Erie County and will allow school children to once again witness how maple syrup is made. These changes, among countless others, are proof that our county park system is healthy and vibrant, and it's something that taxpayers deserve. Last year, we unveiled our Road to a Bright Future, and we identified 10 key economic drivers and an action item list that will help us accomplish our goals. And I'm glad that the Reverend today talked about our vision for Erie County, because that's where it starts. Erie County will be a world-class community where people want to live, businesses want to locate, and tourists want to visit. We have to keep that forefront whenever we make decisions. I am proud to say that over the last year, through the hard work of our Department of Environment and Planning, working together with our strategic partners, we have completed or made significant progress on many of the items identified in our Road to a Bright Future. Our work continues on many others. One area of particular focus has been entrepreneurship, innovation, and the needs of local small businesses. With strong assistance from Erie County, I'm pleased to say over the last year that the Erie County Industrial Development Agency has become the first call for local businesses looking for help and assistance. Mayor Byron Brown is with us today, and I want to acknowledge and thank you, Mayor, for all your assistance at the ECIDA as we together focus on job creation in the City of Buffalo and the County of Erie. As a small business owner, I know how valuable time is. The last thing a small business owner has is the time to do research on what grants, low-interest loans, and incentive programs they might qualify for. And that's why we recently launched Your Growth is Our Business, an initiative that the ECIDA put forth last year. It's a collaborative program aimed at helping local businesses access programs and services needed to expand and create new jobs. Your Growth is Our Business is a communications outreach program to remind business owners of the many programs the ECIDA and its various partner organizations offer to help them achieve success. To date, we have directly contacted over 120 local businesses to better understand their needs and how the ECIDA or another local partnership agency can be of assistance. As you know, these agencies have the tools and the ability to help, but business owners have to know that that help is available. Last year, the ECIDA adopted an adaptive reuse policy that is helping to change the landscape of downtown Buffalo and surrounding areas. The policy provides tax incentives to developers committed to renovating and transforming old vacant buildings for commercial and residential use. Several local projects are currently benefiting from the adaptive reuse policy, and I'm pleased to announce that these projects are generating nearly $40 million of private investment. Now, despite the rhetoric, government doesn't create jobs. People do. And I know, because having spent 35 years in the private sector, I have created jobs. And instead of just talking about the importance of small business, we should be doing everything possible to help small business grow and thrive. And to that end, the ECIDA recently created the Minority Entrepreneur Grant and Loan Program. This program targets high-risk businesses that usually don't qualify for traditional bank loans. But to help ensure success in loan payback, participants are required to complete an approved mentoring program to reduce the potential rookie business mistakes they might otherwise make. In its first year, the program attracted 70 applications, and we ultimately awarded 10 companies nearly $400,000 in low-interest loans and grants.